want to talk about the first experience that I had in the world of somatics, at least like consciously, right? Um, this was in 2022, and all I had ever really heard was, oh, like your hips hold on to emotions and you hold stress in your shoulders. And I was like, okay, like you get tense, whatever. I didn't understand how something like emotions could be held in the body, and that came much later for like the comprehension of how that happens. Um, but at this point, again in 2022, I was a personal trainer. I had my certification, but I was dancing at a club. I was an exotic dancer at this point, and I had had chronic pain since I was 14, so like for almost 10 years. And what I would do when I would get home from work, you know, it would be early as fuck in the morning, like 4 or 5 a.m. And I would need to like de-stress from my shift. So I would smoke and I would like blast music appropriately because I lived in an apartment. But I would dance around, and dancing for me was always so like I've always loved dancing. It was so clunky whenever I like went to studios and did it or like tried to learn online. It was like so clunky. I just had so many blocks with it. But when I would smoke, it's like I became so present with it that it would just flow, like the energy would just flow through me, and like my body could just dance way smoother. And it felt amazing. Like the feeling, the difference was amazing. So it's one of those nights, mornings, and I turn on my music, I smoke, and I'm just like dancing around in my bathroom. And there's there's this point in like my belly where when I roll my stomach, I've always been able to just like roll my stomach. Like it was one of like my party tricks when I was a kid, where I can just like create like a ripple effect on my down my tummy. And there's this one spot that like doesn't ripple. It gets like caught almost, if that makes sense. Like the ripple like passes by it and doesn't go through it. And for some reason, I was like diving deep into this in this moment in time, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like try to do a wave in my tummy, and I'm gonna try to like connect this point that feels like I can't access. I'm gonna try to connect it into the wave. Like I'm really gonna focus and like try to feel it as best I can and go slow. So I'm like high as balls in my bathroom making my tummy wave, and I do that, and it clicks. Like it does click into the wave, and I like continue, and then I stop, and I'm like, oh shit, like damn, I hit that within 15 seconds, if that. I am hysterically crying. Not like a cute cry, like hysterical. Like I was crying so loud I couldn't stop, that I put myself in my closet and shut my closet door because I was like, oh my god, like I don't want to wake somebody up. And I couldn't stop it. Like it was so intense, and I cried for I mean, this was years ago, but like easy a half, it had to have been like an hour, I swear. I really think it was like an hour. And what I was feeling was, it's so crazy. What came to mind was like, I was just so sad for how I treat myself. I was, it became conscious to me in that moment. Like it came to my awareness how every single time I looked in the mirror, I was picking myself apart, like shitting on myself. Anytime I did anything, anytime I said anything, anytime I like literally did anything, I was just shitting on myself. And I'm like, in that moment, I was thinking, I was like, I really just wake up and like try to fucking be a good person. Like that's all I really try to do. Why do I need to be anything more than that? Like why am I so mean to myself when I really try to wake up and like I just try my best to like be good in this world. Why am I attacking myself for that? And I had never realized just how hard on myself I was until that moment. Like I never saw it. I never saw it. And I was just like bent over, just crying. And then some shit came up, like some family stuff and all of that. And it was clearly a release, right? Like there was a block. Just like I said, it was like this energy was able to ripple through me, but not there. It was blocked there. And then as soon as I was able to tap into it, it released. And y'all, that shit was crazy because again, in that moment, I was like, holy shit, like our bodies do hold on to emotions. 100% it's stored inside of us. I felt it. I experienced it. It was a lived experience. And that day, it was just so crazy how like intense it came on out of nowhere. Like I was so fine. I would have never remembered this morning had this not happened. Like I was literally just like dancing, vibing, getting ready for bed, and out of nowhere just went into this like deep emotional release, and just so sad for how I treated myself. So also this concept of like just how quick this lifetime is, like was so deep in my consciousness in this moment where I like really felt and got a grasp on the sense that this life is so short, and like we're gonna blink our eyes and I'm gonna be 90 or whatever. I'm like, this shit is not that serious. Like I don't need to be killing myself. This is actually good for me to hear right now. Like as I'm saying this, I'm like, I need to hear this message. I don't need to be killing myself every second when like, again, just like wake up and try to be a good person, and that's all you can do. That's all you got to do. I feel like that's like the one quote unquote rule on this planet. It's just like try your best to spread love to yourself and others, and that's it. That is it. Other than that, it's like this experience is so quick, and it's like not real in the sense of I'm not me, you're not you. This is just a human experience that we're having. So in that moment, I was like, okay, like remember this shit. Like let's get a tattoo on this date to remember A, to be nice to myself, and B, that this shit is flying past so quickly, and like it doesn't need to be taken that fucking seriously. So a couple weeks later, I went and I got a tattoo of the date. It was November 20th, 2022. Yeah. So obviously after that, now it being 2026, 4 years later, I am like a somatic practitioner, breathwork facilitator, and have had many experiences, so many similar to this, that I'll get into at another time. But I don't know why I wanted to share this. I think this was just cool, and this was like the gateway to me connecting deeper with myself, connecting to my body, healing my chronic pain, realizing that my chronic pain is a blessing. It's not a curse, because it literally guides me. It's like a internal compass. It's really cool. So it led me on this whole path, but I don't know, I guess I invite you to just like feel into your body if you feel called to, and be like, ooh, where is it feeling stuck? Like, can I breathe into that stuckness? There's nothing to force here. There's really nothing to force. It's just like being present with your body and just listening to it, like doing less of the talking and more of the listening, because she's got a lot to say. She's extremely wise, has a higher intelligence than our mind does. by far. So that's my story of how I first realized somatics is a real thing. But on this channel, I wanna continue sharing stuff like this because, again, it's helped heal me physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually in ways that I could have never fucking imagined. And I know that it's gonna continue helping me heal in ways that I can't fathom at this moment. So if you'd like to, I welcome you to stick along on this journey with me. But yeah, I hope you glean something from this, and I'm sending you much love.